Alright guys, welcome back to Double O's Corner. We're back live, but you know this is one of my Double O's Corner Room lives where I give a scheme that I use or I don't use or whatever. And if you like it, you can add it to your custom or you can add it to your game plan or your strategy or however you feel. But on this episode, I know a lot of people, especially the Madden community, especially the MUT community, love $3.2. I run my own scheme, guys. I don't buy ebooks. I don't steal other people's stuff. I came up with my own little scheme that I like to run. A lot of people love $3.2, but I like Don 14. To me, Don 14 is my $3.2, as you see on the title. Let me spark this up real quick. I'll be right back. And then we'll get the show on the road. See if a few more people come in, but give me 1 minute and I'm gonna come right back on the mic. Appreciate you guys. I kind of lied. 1 second. But all right. First and foremost, the defensive playbook I'm using is the Denver Broncos playbook. But I'm sure you could find Don 14 in a lot of other playbooks. I didn't go and look into which other playbooks, but you guys know how to go look at what playbook has what in it, If you go to Madden School or whatever, maddenschool.com. But this is how I set my audibles. Well, first thing first, let's do the coaching adjustments. I always turn auto flip off. I always play my alignment on base. I usually put my cornerback matchups on overall. And I turn my zone coverage to match. If you have a running QB, then you could go ahead and turn on the conservative option. But this is how you should have your adjustment. This is how I play it. If you want to tweak around and do whatever and add your own flavor to it, you're welcome to do so. That's the good thing about this scheme. You could adapt it to fit however you like to do things. But I don't run zone drop, guys. I just run match coverage. If you're a zone drop person, I'm sure you could go in the lab and find a way to make this work with zone drops. But that's not me. I like to match. All right. This is how I set up my my audibles. Cover 2 man, Tampa 2, DB Sting 2 Buzz, and one of my favorite blitzes, Spinner Dog 3. So that's how your audible should look. Cover 2 man, a good man to man, a good Tampa 2. Because with the blitzing dude, I could just roam around and try to cover whatever I need to cover. You know what I mean? And this DB Sting 2 Buzz is just like DB Fire, the way I set it up. And Spinner Dog's a great cover 3 seam blitz. Alright. But you could every play you kind of see me have a heart on is a play that even though the average might be bad, it has worked for me in some way. And that's why I put a heart on it so that I can know it's worked. And if I want to use it, I can use it. But let's just come out in DB Sting 2 Buzz. Hold on. Let's come out in DB Sting 2 Buzz. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm doing something. Alright. We just gonna do random defense. But you see the original play art of this play, right? The original play art puts the vert hook on the outside linebackers. I don't like that. So what I do to make it DB Fire-ish is I press left on the D-pad, down on the right stick, I blitz them all, and then I press right on the D-pad, up on the right stick, and I put the 2 middle linebackers into hook curls. This is how I like to run the play. So again, let's start this over. Let's reset it. When you reset it, you see the play art. They put the two outside linebackers on vert hooks. I don't like that. So like I said, I press left on the D-pad, right on the right stick. Hold on, I gotta reset. My bad. Give me a second. I'm trying to smoke ass do the my cherry trying to run out and burn me. All right, my bad. Left on the D-pad, right on the right stick, right on the D-pad, up on the right stick. And if it's a passing formation, you could tap R1 and pinch the whole defense. When you pinch the whole defense, you'll see that it kind of like, it should look like this. This is the look you want. And from now on, you could either play inside, you could hover the outside however you want it, and then, you know, just don't take control of the player first. Let it sit and then control so that the blitz could come in. I got you, boy. Of course, this the computer on all Madden. They still gonna make plays. But again, left on the D-pad, right on the right stick, right on the D-pad, up on the right stick, and now you would change the outside linebackers into blitzing, and you'll put the middle linebackers into hook curl. You could run it just like this without pinching, but sometimes when you know it's a big run set, I usually pinch so that I could get them to, you know, come in a little bit more. Then I just hover right there. You see how that comes in? This is basically DB fire, you know, same shit. Or if you want to switch it up and you don't want to do it that way, you could just leave the middle linebackers in a vert hook. But you now have to worry about the middle yourself. But that's, you see why I don't like it that way? Because the middle's so open. Even though they play vert hooks, they don't match right away. That's why I change it into I put left on the D-pad, right on the right stick, right on the D-pad, up on the right stick, and now I change it into I put them on the hook curls. You could contain if you want. You could just let it not contain however you want. But once you do this, this is the play art that you want. If you want to bring the safeties down to cover the seams a little bit more, you pinch them so that they could kind of come down a little bit. And then you just hover. You see? Man, this is basically like DB fire, man. But this from down 1-4. I don't wanna overdo one play, but that's the first play, DB Sting 2 Buzz. And then, you know, you want a man-to-man, you got the cover 2 man. This is how I run it. Of course, I'm doing random play calls. So the offense is just running random plays. But, you know, when you play base line and you play man-to-man, your players aren't going to be lined up on the right people. So you have to rebase a line. So triangle, right on the left stick, and then they're going to go stick the people that they're supposed to stick. You come down a little to get the 2 bars so that they can recognize you. And if you want, depending on the formation, like right here, I know it's a bunch formation. So you know there's a corner route coming. Of course. So if I know there's a corner route coming, I'm a shade outside. And that's all you need to do. Once you shade outside, now they're going to be worried about the outside routes. And all you have to do is let your linebacker come a little bit and then just watch the middle. You see how they like glue? I could have made that play, but I'm smoking also. But you see how they stick to them like glue? when people be wondering why man-to-man sticks to people like glue, this is why. Once you base a line again, they get to their man. Now that I know there's no running back, I could pass commit. I know it's more of a spread look, so I'm going to shade inside. And watch this. They're going to be sticking like glue. Now the computer's going to make certain plays that a real player isn't going to make. So you can't trip on that because this is practice. But if I feel like the jam is causing me to give them good releases, then all I'll do is just shade over the top. And usually on this type of formation with the tight end as the outside receiver, you know they got an outside route going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade outside, I'm going to shade over the top. That way I don't jam and I'll get a good play by my cornerbacks and stuff. But then when you don't jam, you give them time, of course, as you see, to get a good release. So you got to pick and choose when to jam and when not to jam. Majority of the time, I'm going to keep the jam. But again, all I'm going to do is shade inside. Well, let me shade outside because I know it's a bunch formation. And we're going to keep the jam this time. And then we just hover. You see they sticking like glue? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to shade outside. I'm going to shade over the top after I base a line. Because I know this is a tight open formation, so you know a corner route's coming. Same thing. I'm going to watch the inside route since I shaded over top. And even if they run, you see, I still got good run defense. Again, I know this is a corner route heavy formation, so I'm going to shade outside. It's the computer making plays. That's why I know when I play a real person, they're not gonna be able to make the same level of plays the computer can make. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to relight my J. Again, base a line, depending on the formation, you shade however you think what they're doing. Right here, I'm gonna shade inside, and then I just hover. Go. You see, even on a run play, they still getting in there. I'm gonna shade inside, and I'm gonna shade over the top so that they don't get behind me. Good man-to-man, but it's still good against the run. I'm going to shade outside. I'm going to keep the jam. So now I got to watch the inside routes. But, that's part of the scheme. So you're just going to switch to, depending on the tendencies of the player, you're going to switch to the certain type of coverage, whether it's man, whether it's cover 2, whether it's cloud. But as y'all see with the DB Sting 2 buzz, I've called this play 79 times and I've had 6.6 yards average against me. With the man-to-man, I've called it 246 times and I've had 6.7 yards average against me. All right, now we're going to move to my favorite blitz, spinner dog. Same thing, I always rebase a line. Depending on if I feel they're going to run, I'll pinch the line. I just tap R1 left on the left stick and they'll pinch the whole defense. And then you just hover right there. Again, I think it's a run, so I'm going to pinch the whole line. Then just hover right there. What a catch. But you see how, man, they on him. And the blitz coming in there hot. You see how fast he got to get rid of the ball? Hold on, let me go to instant replay. That shit be coming in, man. It's one of the best blitz in the game. And they always usually get shed. I'm surprised they didn't get more shed like that. But you see, even though he had a little more time, the coverage behind it is still like locked down, you know? Again, baseline. They keep coming out in a heavy set, so I pinch so that I could get better run fits. I want them to pass more, but you know I can't control what play they do since I got it on random. I'm gonna keep running it till they pass a little bit more, so I could just show y'all the regular without pinching, because the coverage is extra good without pinching. But you pinch to stop the run. Base of line, triangle, right on the left stick. And if you want to make it hotter, you come down and always get the little bar over your head. You see how, man, come on now. Let's go to the replay. And then we're going to move on to a different play in the down 1-4. That's without me this is without me pinching. Look at how they come in, man. Both sides, too. Because he's going to get a shed on the other side. Look at that. And the coverage is superb. Corner route bagged by two people. I bagged the drag and I got help peeling off the backside post or whatever he's about to do. Is bagged. The little outside route is bagged. The pressure is there. Man, it's ridiculous. And as y'all see, my average for that play is 6.4 yards, and I've called it 248 times. This one of the new blitzes I'm working on too, the crossfire 3 from the down 1-4. I just started using it. But this is complementary to the spinner dog, or the spinner dog 3. But it allows you to be using your safety. So let's go to that right now. Same thing, I rebase a line. If I don't like him going over there, I just rebase a line and bring him back. Depending on the formation, they'll do that. But now you get to be using your safety, and you're going to get better animation and the same type. Ooh, that's my bad. I had to watch the middle. I followed the other route too much. But yeah, rebase a line. You could contain if you want to contain. You could keep, you know, the original play art, however you want to do it. Just mix it up. I usually contain because, you know, containing to me, like, they get like good block share at the time. Depending on some, because you know, some people to play online, most people, they like to move the quarterback left and right or whatever, and then when you contain, they're going to get the shed and stuff. Bang, they can't run on you on this either, because those two linebackers blitzing in the middle right there are going to loop. And when you come down with the safety, you got a little more help. Great D, better pass. Herbert's a superstar, so you can't be mad. Of course, they're going to make plays on this, on any defense. But more than likely, man, you're going to stop and make more plays than not. I don't like that he's trying to go over there, so I rebase the line and bring him back. You see that? They can't run on that shit, man. Someone want to spam run on you, man, you just come out in this, man, and come down and hover. The middle's yours, so you gotta have good user. Anything in the middle is yours. But trust me, in the real game, it seems like this shit plays even better than this. And plus, I say it's all Madden, so you know these computers go crazy. Ah, bad user right there. But I had the angle. One more time. Rebase the line, contain, come down. Don't move. That's what I've been moving. Don't move, though. Yeah, that's what I be meaning to tell y'all. With your user, when they first start to play, don't move. Just sit there and then take control. That's how I do it. I just sit for a second, and then when I see whatever I see, then I take control. And you see the blitz came in. But yeah, this down 1-4, man, is just as good as $3-2 to me. We gonna do 2 more plays. You know, I got a whole lot of scheme I could run from this guy, so I'm not finna show y'all the whole thing, but I'm gonna show y'all 2 more plays. The last 2 plays, one of my favorite man blitz is the overload blitz. Base a line so that you could get your people to the right, you know, to the right man. You come down, you hover, I shade over the top, and depending on the formation, you could shade inside or outside. If you want, you could even put these blitzers into flats or zones or whatever you want. But if you want to send a full blitz, this all you got to do. Over the top, inside, and I just hover. I let them come down. Well, we'll see when they pass the ball. So you base a line. I know it's a pass formation because it's shotgun and it's empty. So I shade over the top and I'm going to shade inside. Great play by the quarterback. But it's going to come in. They got to make quick reads. Same thing. I'm shading inside and over the top. They got to make quick reads. You can't hold the ball too long with this. And like I say, if you know how to make adjustments, you could literally put triangle, say, into a curve flat. That way the little flat just is you know, covered, and then you just do the same thing. If they make plays like that, you can't be mad. But you're going to have a chance to make more plays than not. Shade inside over the top. Same thing, base a line. Shade in over the top. If the blitzer goes out, bring him back down. You could change it, like I said, make it straight into coverage. You don't even have to blitz the blitzers. You could literally put them into whatever you want to put them into, you know. All right. Even without the blitzers blitzing, the blitz still gets in. I appreciate you, URSX. As you see base line, shade over the top, and shade inside. They running more than passing though. Like, I want them to pass more than run, but I can't help what play they do since I got it on auto play. But as you see, it still stops the run. Easily, it still stops the run. All right, but let me move on to the last play in the formation for you guys, so that we could end this episode of Double O's Corner Room. The last and one of my favorite coverages on this down 1-4 is the Tampa 2. Because it looks just like the man-to-man, but you're tricking them because you're doing the same thing, but you got the cover 2 Tampa look behind it. All right, so we're just going to do the same thing again. Auto. Same thing, you base a line, you get them into position, you come down, you hover. That's my bad. I had to make that play right there. I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out the block. I couldn't shed it for some reason. I really want them to pass. Still bag screens. Like I say, you just triangle, base a line, you bring them down, and just hover. You ain't got to do nothing else. Let them hit them and then go into coverage. It's the computer. They're going to make plays on you. But trust me, against a real player and online, it's like they play this extra good. I don't know how to explain it. I'm a pass commit because it's empty. You know they passing. Same thing, hover. Let them hit. It does everything. You can still stop the run. You can still stop the pass. Computer's studying it right now, though, but I don't know. In the real game, it plays like extremely better than this. And you guys know what I mean because you play Madden. But after I show y'all a few more times, I'm going to go show y'all my averages. And then, you know, we're going to end the episode of this Double O's Corner Room. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I don't know why he's acting dumb right now. Marco Wilson got downgraded a little bit on here, too. He's been playing so bad on real life. Triangle, base a line, hover. That's it. Pass commit if you think they passing, but you know if you pass commit, you're going to get ran on easily. So you got to be careful. They splitting it, but in the real game it's different. I don't know how to explain, but let's do it one more time. All right, we gonna end this play in a good note. Let me go into my average thing, and so y'all can see the averages, and then we gonna end the episode. As you see, the Tampa 2 that I show y'all, I called it 73 times, and I've only allowed 5.1 average against me. DB Sting 2 Buzz that I showed y'all, I called it 79 times, and I've only allowed 6.6. The Cover 2 Man that I showed y'all, I called it 246 times and allowed 6.7. Spinner Dog 3 I showed y'all, I called it 248 times and allowed 6.4 average yards. The Crossfire 3 I showed y'all, I just started using it to mix it in with the Spinner Dog 4 times, and I've only had 0.3 yards average against it. The Overload Blitz 11 times, 5.4 yard average. So, you know, it works. All you got to do is just mix all these in, along with whatever play. Even this DB Sting is good. But, you know, you could literally use this whole formation and create your own scheme add your way to it and do whatever you need to do in these Madden streets, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in to Double O's Corner Room, and I'm out. Peace.